Oh, hold up, gamers. I think they were trying to do a little WQ fan art on the ground. I think they're trying to do some kind of WQ doujinshi on the ground. Some, like, you know, some... That's kind of cool. So whoever made this in light of me... Hey, that's pretty cool. I think you got a lot of the anatomy right. I think you got a lot of the anatomical details correct there. Yo, what's poppin', gamers? WQQQQWRT. Guys, it's just poppin' day. You know, it's every day is poppin' day. And every day we're the secret. Wow, really? It says Alpha Gamer right now. It's a big deal. It says Alpha Gamer on it. It's a limited deal. It's a limited time winning opportunity. Actually, guys, winning is not limited. Winning is limited to Alpha Gamers. It's limited to me and you. It's unlimited to my subscribe button. God damn it, dude. God damn it, WQ. Damn, WQ, you're sexy. Yeah, I know. Got the dabs on there. Anyway, guys, look, I'm trying to be straight with you. I'm gonna be real with you. If you want to be as smooth as me, if you want to be an alpha gamer like me, you want to be alpha, guys? Do you want to be alpha? Do you want to win? Or do you want to be a beta gamer? I know for a fact, 100%, you would be an alpha gamer. And the only way in the world, certified 100% become an alpha gamer, the only way is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is the secret to how to become an alpha gamer, and you can do it. I know you can. I know you're winning. I know you're winning, for fact. So lately, guys, a lot of people have been saying, WQ, where have you been? I miss your powerful content, where have you been? What's going on, WQQQWRT? I've been playing RuneScape religiously lately. I've been power gaming, the hardest gamer in the world, and it's been going insanely well. It's been going unbelievably well. Now, guys, look, gamers, I am doing so well. I have 169 quest points in 4.5 days on RuneScape. I'm doing better than EasyScape, and I'm going dry. I'm going in dry. I haven't played the game in 5 years. No guides, no preparation. I'm just going in and I'm dabbing. I'm dabbing on the quests. It's huge. So I've been killing it. I've been killing it, but at the same time, I've been revisiting my gameplay theories. I've been re-going to my gameplay theories and looking at my gameplay theories, and I've been saying, look, this is a powerful theory. You're a good theory, you're gonna win. You are a theory. It's gonna go to the future. It's insane. And my theories have been returning to me huge gains. They've been returning to me powerful gains, and it's great. I love to see it. It's like my kids are growing up, and my theories are winning bigger than anyone else. I'm a competitive guy. I'm an alpha gamer, guys. I'm the most competitive guy in the world, actually. And I'm competitive and being competitive. And I'm competitive with my theories. And I want my theories to do better than everyone else's theories. I want my theories to win. I've seen other theories. Okay, they're not good. They're nowhere near my theories. Everyone else's theories are absolute garbage compared to my theories. My theories are the best theories in the world. Now, I'm going to call out a few people here. Descartes and Plato, you guys had good theories. You set a good foundation for the world of philosophy and thinking. You had good theories, but you weren't a gamer. You fucked up. You weren't a gamer. You weren't gaming. Your theories are nothing compared to natural gameplay, WQQQQWRT's gameplay theories, ego theories. These theories are the most life-changing things in the universe. They're actually, this is the end game of gameplay. It's the end game of theories. This is a universal thinking behavior theory. It's a universal behavior theory. Whoa! Whoa, damn! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Now, gamers, if you want the shortcut, you want the winning without the meat, you want to win, easy, buy a t-shirt. You're gonna win, okay? You're gonna win this game teaching. This is big. This is a really big deal. If you want the long version, and I came packing, it's really long. If you want the long version, the long WQQQWRT special, you gotta start gaming, you gotta start thinking, you gotta start thinking about gameplay. Why are you doing what's wrong? What are you doing wrong? Why are you doing it? Why is it wrong? And then why did you do it? Why do you continue to do it? Why did you want to do it? What is creating it? You have to start thinking about gameplay and thinking about these questions, and then trying to actually find tangible gameplay solutions that circumvent these problems. And also, warning, guys, hornets. Apparently there are hornets out here. But I don't really care about hornets. There are alpha gamers out here. There should be a warning sign for alpha gamers, because alpha gamers are about to destroy your game. They're about to invade your gameplay and destroy your gaming scene, make your gaming scene look weak, make your gaming scene look small. New powerful alpha gamers are taking over gameplay. So let's talk about gameplay, guys. So I said gameplay is behavioral. If we have gameplay as behavioral, we can do a lot with that. But why is gameplay behavioral, right? So I claim that gameplay stems entirely from your understanding, how you understand gameplay. This is really, really, really important. So a lot of people say it's wrong or it's controversial, which, how is this controversial? Maybe they're saying gameplay stems from subscribing to my YouTube channel, which is true. So let's look at a gameplay example. Like, let's look at a 2-minute speed run, and it's mostly like, it's like really hot and fast, 1-frame tricks. And somebody goes through it and look at the world record and like, well, how is this behavioral? I don't understand. Or how is this a reflection of understanding? Like, there's a lot of reflex stuff going on. Like, that's gonna change the result dramatically. There's a lot of like instinct. There's a lot of just, you know, luck going on. Like, this has nothing to do with understanding. Like, how exactly is gameplay a 100% reflection of how you understand gameplay? Which would mean it's behavioral. Or you could look at a 90-minute speedrun, or you can look at a melee match. You can look at any example of gameplay and how would it be understanding. You can even look at a golf swing. Like, how exactly would understanding impact the gameplay? Or rather, how is gameplay a reflection of understanding? How is it a complete? It's entirely your understanding, how you understand the game. I say dial it back. You have to go back a step, dial it back, and then look at everything about gameplay. How you understand the game, that creates your gameplay. That creates the results. So the 90-minute speedrun, that's the results. That's not even really your gameplay quotient. So this actually changes a lot, and it makes me look correct here. Wow, really. So what happens is, if it's a 2-minute speedrun and somebody understands gameplay as all reflexes, all instinct, they're going to innately practice that, look for that, figure that out, try to figure that stuff out. That's what they're gonna look for in gameplay. And so what happens is, that's how they understand the game, and that's what they choose to practice. I do think there are things in gameplay you don't have control over that do affect the outcome. Like random values, random factors. The problem with that is that you don't control it, you can't control it, so it's not an issue. It's not a factor at all. You have to just ignore it pretty much, you know? So let's say IQ changed gameplay, right? Let's say IQ could change affect your gameplay, right? And this would mean a lot, this changes a lot. There's never been a documented case of IQ changing, ever, except for me. So why would you care about IQ, right? It would affect your gameplay, it impact your end result of gameplay. But why would you care? You literally can't control it. Like, if your power went out, it would affect your gameplay, right? You can't affect the power going out, like, who cares? So that kind of stuff you have to write off. So when people hyper focus and hyper think about things like reflexes and hand-eye coordination and all these like little mechanical stuff, or like innate biological differences in people, worthless. It's completely worthless, so that it's trash in the garbage. Or if it really can't affect gameplay, you actually can't control it, start thinking more. This is where the understanding comes into play. If you can't control it, it depends on how you understand it. Then you're gonna start controlling it. And this is really big because we start getting into natural components of gameplay. We start talking about natural stuff, like the fact that you can't do everything. You can't do everything, and you can, and also, don't forget this one, you can't do what you want to do. You can't necessarily do what you want to do or choose to do. So if you choose to do something, you don't necessarily do it. So this is actually a very good argument for gameplay being behavioral, which is huge. If gameplay is behavioral, then we could argue that it stems entirely from understanding. So understanding is the root, that's the core, the essential root of gameplay. So this is really powerful stuff, because when understanding becomes the fundamental underlying root of your gameplay, which creates results, you can actually change the understanding and then guarantee a change in the results. You can get different results, and if you improve the understanding, you actually improve the results. So this is cool because I can actually play a game for 1 minute, for 60 seconds, watch my 60 seconds of gameplay, and guarantee that I'm a better player by the end of the 60 seconds. I can literally 100% guarantee I improve in the gameplay. In a 60 second, doesn't matter what game, any game. Pick any single game, it does not matter if I do it for 1 minute. I can actually guarantee that I improve the game. I can guarantee I'm a better player. I'm permanently a better player, permanently. Doesn't matter what happens, a better player. This is the power of natural gameplay. This is what happens when you start thinking about gameplay and understanding gameplay. You turn into an mega gaming demon. You turn into an alpha gamer. So let's look at gameplay again. Let's go back to this model of gameplay I've created. It's called understanding. You have understanding, and your understanding creates gameplay. And your gameplay is funneled into a gameplay engine, and that creates results. And then you get these results, and people want to change the results. But the results are a reflection of gameplay, which is a reflection of understanding. So if you want to change the results, you have to change the underlying understanding. You can't attempt to change the results. If you attempt to change the results, that's not how the model works. All you do is have a different understanding. You'd get a different understanding because you did something every unit of time. You know, of course we live in a fluid time continuum, but every unit of time you get a different understanding, right? So if you attempted to change results, that just would mean that you get a different understanding, which go back to the gameplay engine, which is in the time continuum we're in right now. Oh, this is why we're getting natural gameplay, guys. And then you would get a different result, but the thing is, this is called ego. Attempting to change the results without changing the understanding, that's called ego, right? It's output-based. It's output-based. Understanding is input. So output-based game, this is why output-based gameplay. This is what creates beta gamers. So then this output-based gameplay goes into this loop. It goes into this constant loop because it sounded kind of confusing. It sounded like, wait a minute, if you try to change the results without changing the understanding, you get a new understanding that would give you new results. Well, that sounds confusing, right? That's because it's a loop. That's because it's a cycle. It doesn't make any sense, right? You can't change the results. So if you attempted to change the results, you would actually get a different understanding, you get a new understanding, and the new understanding would create a different result. But guess what? Nothing changes the understanding. So you'd actually get the same understanding a second time, and then you get the same result. And you would consistently get the same result. And then what people do, what humans do, is they constantly attempt to look good, and they want to validate themselves, and they want to justify why they're doing it. So they oftentimes go to these extreme lengths to make themselves look good, make themselves look better than they are. This is called ego, right? But ego, really what ego is output-based gameplay. So this is output-based gameplay. This is the model of understanding. This is the model of gameplay. This is very, very, very important because it changes everything, and it also gives a foundation for actually improving the gameplay. So what this also means by effect is if you try to fix ego, you won't fix ego, right? If you try to fix ego directly, it actually creates ego, and that is actually reflected in the model of gameplay. Whoa! Wow, that's shocking. Yeah, it's incredible stuff. So this is big. So why does this matter? What can we do with this? Let's think critically about this. I mentioned it earlier, I said natural components. These natural components of the world, this is what gameplay functionally is. This is why people love gameplay so much. Guys, I played RuneScape for 17 hours yesterday. Why am I playing RuneScape? And I mean, this is my 5th day in a row of the 12 hours a day. Why am I playing RuneScape so much? It's because I love gaming. You love gaming, we love gaming. We're never going to stop gaming. You know why? Because gaming's actually more fun than most things. It's actually more fun to game in your entire life. Like if you just spent your whole life gaming and getting by, but you're just primarily gaming, you'd have more fun than anybody else in history. You'd legitimately have the most fun in humanity. Like you literally be the peak of humanity by gaming. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But games, let's go back to these natural components in the world. So the thing about natural components, natural world, there's limitations. There's limitations in the real world. This is very, very, very important, very powerful, very important, because this is actually what creates gameplay, right? This is actually what creates gameplay. No, it's the universe. It's the universe. This is why gameplay theory is a universal theory, because reality and time. So your two major limitations are reality and time, and I guess time would create reality, but we'll just look at reality and time. So what this means is that things can only happen as they're happening, right? If two things can happen simultaneously. Two realities can't happen simultaneously, right? Two things in the same reality can, but two realities can't happen simultaneously, which means things can only happen as they're happening, right? Things can only happen that are happening. Now this means that a lot of gameplay is more valuable than other gameplay. Like two people might propose that, look, this optimal gameplay is better. Two people propose different gameplay is more optimal, right? It's impossible, only one can be more optimal. Oh, the guys, my battery's going out, so it's been good, it's been real. But yeah, let's go with, here's the thing about natural gameplay. There's limited gameplay, so only things can happen. Which one's more optimal, right? So it's about actionability, which one's actually happening, right? Which one actually can happen, and which one is more doable. That's the natural component, right? So the natural gameplay is, and then you can actually scale gameplay. So that's why I'm able to look at a 1 minute gameplay time. So if I make any mistake or I do anything that could be more natural, I can look at that and piece it apart and be like, yo, I did this wrong. I did that wrong, I did this wrong. So you could do that with anything, it doesn't matter, and you can do that with a very, very, very short amount of time. So if I play any game, if I play 60 seconds of any game, doesn't matter how much I play it, I can actually guarantee myself to improve at it. And the reason it's a guarantee improvement is because my understanding changes. My understanding changes because I believe in this natural components, which actually means natural gameplay is a self-solving theory. It's actually part of itself. Well, and ego is part of itself too. Also, guys, I only have like 1 minute left, so this is funny because this is why clicks always lose, because clicks are inherently output-based. It's also why like the SJW liberals, you know, these crazy political like SJW, like, oh, why? By the way, I'm on Tumblr, I'm on Twitter, and I'm you know, I watched Steven Universe 800 episodes yesterday, and by the way, they always lose. They always lose because they create an identity that's not input-based. They create an output-based identity, right? They're like, wait a minute, I like politics, and I like, you know, I like other nonsense liberal stuff. I don't know, guys. I don't know. All these nonsense liberal stuff, and then all these SJW stuff, and then what they do is they have to go with the topic. It's output based. And so if I propose a challenging argument, they, instead of they can't back it up. They can't back because they'll believe in it. They never believed in it, right? That's why they're alpha based. So they just lose. So they just lose, and then it's like, oh, that's why they always lose. The same with cliques. So cliques, the thing about a clique is that it's basically a band of friends that, but they're not necessarily friends, right? They don't have their own opinions. They all have to agree on something for it to succeed. So they actually create these cliques, and this is what a clique is. So a clique is inherently alpha based. They can't have an opinion. Individual clique members can't have an opinion, right? Because they have to save the clique. They have to protect the clique. So the clique will propose an idea, and then you have to agree with the idea if you're in the clique. This is why if you eat a clique, you lose. This is why I'm trying to get people out of cliques and into alpha gaming. This is also why alpha gaming always wins. Because you don't have your identity isn't dependent